Howdy, this is Mackenzie Franklin from SideGame LLC here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Today we're going to be taking a look at Glenmore II Chronicles by Matthias Kramer and published by Funtails. Now this is going to include the Highland Games, the newest expansion, as well as all of the promo content, additional modules, and additional Chronicles expansions, all in a single box with no lid lift. So let's go ahead and see how it's done. Now, once again, everything in this video is going to be all content included and everything will be fully sleeved. Let's go ahead and jump inside the box. So first off, we lift off the lid here, and you're going to see that we have some components draped on the top. Now, each of your player components are all going to be in a single bag. So we have all of your control markers, all of your characters, and then your starting tile for the 4 different player colors. So we're going to have 4 bags that all have those player colors components. On the top here, you're going to have your Highland Games sheets. So we've got the one for the Automa, another one for the Automa, and then the Highland Games rulebook. That goes all on the top there. Underneath that, we have the regular Glenmore Chronicles rulebook. And then we have the 2 boards for Glenmore. So we've got the original board here for all of your different abilities. And then we've got your standard tile boards where you're going to be taking your actions. The majority of your stuff is going to happen here. So super nice. Double-sided there. Underneath here, we have all of the Chronicles organized. So let's go ahead and tilt it a little bit. That way we can see what's going on here. So first off, in this bag, we're going to have the metal coins. I really like this bag, just the way it looks. Ultimately, it's not super functional, but I think for the aesthetic, if you take the coins out and you just plop them on the top here, super nice. I really like the way that looks. But once again, you can simply put this in a container or a bag. You don't need to get anything fancy if you're just using those cardboard components. Underneath here, you're going to have all of your base game, monuments. I forget what they're called exactly, but base game buildings that you'll be able to play. Underneath here, you're going to have 2 containers. So these are going to be 2 component bins. Pick these up at the Dollar Tree. They're going to fit nicely here, and each of these component bins is going to store a variety of resources. So this one here is going to store all of your sheep, all of your cows, lots of whiskey barrels, bricks, and then the 4 reminder tokens that you're going to use if you've claimed those specific powers from the clan board over here. So you can use those tokens as reminders to show that you've earned them. And this next box is going to contain more resources as well as the victory point tokens in the game. You're also going to make sure that you have that die there if you're playing with the lower player count games to speed up that game process. So these are simply, you pop the top off, put them near the center, you're good to go. Up next, we have all of the different Chronicles boxes. We're really just going to put them in order, which is actually really nice. And then you'll take the promo, the What Lurks Beneath one up here, and that's going to have your Nessie in it. The reason it's sorted like that is so that you can actually put the component bins into the space and they fit very snugly and everything works out well. So these bins, I'll put a link in the description for them. Everything on the left here is additional components. So this one here, this is one of the promo packs. You can put all those into a single bag if you decide to use them. Same thing with these here. These are going to be the promo packs from the Highland Games. Tiles that are going to replace your base game things. These are all the Feed the Kraken promos. In this plastic bag here, we're going to put all of the components from the Highland Games. I believe it's the first module for it. There's literally no room in the boxes. The boxes are too small. So this is going to contain all of your tokens. So these are going to be those nice poker chips as well as the long board here. I forget the name of that one specifically. On the left side here, we're going to have the long tiles for another one of the Highland Games expansions. Once again, it's just too tall to actually fit in the box. So you separate them in here. It's that one with the castle symbol. Then we'll have our 2 long tiles for the expansion. I believe this is the boat races, the dragon boat races. So those are going to fit nicely on top of this tile rack. And this tile rack you're not going to actually take out of the box ever, but I'll do it just for you here. But this tile rack is actually from the core box, but we've cut everything else away and just kept the tiles here. So this rack is super nice. It's going to store all of your components here. In particular, it's going to store all of your tiles in order. So you have your starting tiles here, as well as all your A's, B's, C's, and D's. And then at the back here, you'll have additional promo tiles. So just keep that in mind. The way that I like to do it is I like to turn the promo tiles backwards And that way you know, okay, I'm not going to be playing with these. And then everything else, I like to sort by their front here. So that's all going to be in here. When you cut it, just kind of trim all of this side. Get those corners nice and trimmed. That way it fits nicely and it's not going to cut or tear. And then when you put it back in, it fits super snug on that bottom side of this box here. And then everything fits very nicely. We've also got a silica gel packet in here for freshness. But other than that, that's everything in the box. Let's go ahead and pack it up. So first thing, we're going to put these containers here. We'll take those large boat race tiles, take our silica gel packet and put that in a little crack. We're going to take our promo tiles and put them in that corner there. We're going to take those extra promos, or not the extra promos, these are for the Highland Games expansions, Highland Game Expansion, more promo tiles. We're going to do the starting cards, the metal coins in their own bag. Up next, we're going to go ahead and put the two main boards. We'll put the Highland Game boards as well as the Highland Game rulebooks on this left side here. And then we'll take all of our player components and drape them nicely on this other side. Kind of spread them out, that way nothing is stacking too crazily on each other, and that way you're going to have a better time actually closing the lid, so that way you get no lid lift. And lastly, let's place that rulebook on top. And that is organizing Glenmore II Chronicles. If you had any questions about what you saw here, please let me know down in the comments below. If you had any questions on what specifically is in each module, they're all organized by symbol as well as in the rulebook. So I think that's the best way to actually organize those, is simply just follow the instructions in the rulebook. It's going to make more sense than watching me go through here. Once again, everything is based on the symbol. Yeah. How do you organize your copy of Glenmore II? Did you keep it in the separate containers? Do you like the insert that comes with it? For me, I found it a little restrictive, so as you see, we have broken things free, and everything fits nicely in this core game box, which is super nice. All of the modules are in there, so you can chronicle away. So very excited. This Automa is very cool. You're able to actually play a lot of those Chronicles, get them played, find the ones you like. So very excited to have it here. But thank you so much for watching SideGame Strong.